Phew. Hi everyone. Oh, chat's already off. Brilliant. Snowwolf, Gar, Sixes. Hello, you three. Hope you're doing great. A little bit of a later start today. There was finally a break in the rain, so I went out, did some Pokemon Go, paid some bills. When I got back, just needed 10, 15 minutes just to relax and have a drink. So a little bit of a later start, but I hope everyone's doing fine. Now I'm just going to switch to a different cross media bar preview. Could you guys let me know if there's any sound? Because YouTube says there's no sound. Okay. Thanks, chat. So, spoilers, upcoming video, we've got Star Wars or Metal Gear Solid 4. Also, Calling All Cars. Yeah, it's. I don't know why it's only with the PS3, but with the PS3 does seem to, by using optical to USB, it does seem to give YouTube a little bit of a headache. But okay, it's fine. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you very much. So yeah, Sixes. That certainly was a Nintendo Direct, wasn't it? That was. You know, I don't know what streams you guys watched at the time or afterwards, but live on YouTube, you probably all heard how rough it got because the audio desynced pretty quickly, and then we had, like what was it? I think Square Enix, a couple of Final Fantasy stuff had no English subtitles. Was either Final Fantasy or Bravely Default, one of those two. And then we got around the not The Witcher. Oh no, I can't remember that. Cyberpunk. Around Cyberpunk, the video just stopped working for like 10 minutes or so. So Final Fantasy VII, Cyberpunk, and the end of sort of kids looking game, it will pause for me. So the live experience wasn't that great. So for you guys, I hope that it was pretty good for you to watch. Snowwolf, no, I hadn't seen that. As you can imagine, trying to keep up with Nintendo Switch news, I kind of didn't catch up with Splatoon 3 because even Pokemon came out, or people for Pokemon, whoever, came out and said the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is getting switched to. I don't think upgrades was the word, but it's going to get a patch to run better on Switch 2. So I of course saw that, but I haven't seen anything Splatoon. Gold rotation. Saturday. Grisco Reppin sounds fun because a lot of those are pretty good. Well, if it's only going to be Saturday, that would make Sunday Pokemon Unite. I'll definitely check and let you guys know tomorrow what the plan for the weekend is going to be. But yeah, feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the chat as well about your own impressions. Here in Japan, the Sixers Silk Song's been around for several years now. And did you notice they still didn't provide a release date? They've said 2025 for a few months. Well, pretty much since last year. So it was quite funny that out of all of the games, we're getting dates like launch of Switch 2 or July. Silk Song was one of the few games, the whole thing that didn't have didn't have a firm release date. Screen sharing is interesting. It's just what's a little disappointing from my point of view is that, and I'm pretty sure Digital Foundry also highlighted this in their talk, the frame rate of other people's screens, even when you enlarged it so you could pay attention to what one person's doing, the frame rate was very low. My guess would be 15 to 20 frames per second. So I don't know how much of a good experience that is going to actually be. It does open up a lot of fun things that, you know, families and friends can do, but it's almost like the Switch version of Discord, but not as powerful. But getting the Switch 2 here in Japan is, I don't know if any of you have seen or heard about it, it's not as straightforward as you would think. There are two hardware SKUs. There is the Japanese Japan version and the multi-language Japan version. The Japanese Japan version only is being sold in Japan, only available for those who live in Japan, only available for those with a Japanese Nintendo online account. And it only has Japanese language. And at the moment, I haven't been home for a little bit, but at the moment, it also is unclear if it's even region free. So, yeah, the Japanese, that version is also cheaper than anywhere else in the world. But the multi-language one, which is not region free, which has multiple languages, is a lot more expensive. Like, not just like 5,000 yen or whatever. It's, I think someone said 15 to 20,000 yen more expensive, which is crazy. So there's that. And any new hardware release, if you go to Amazon, you can't pre-order it. What sites like Amazon and Yodobashi and Big Camera, what they all tend to do is have a lottery system. So when you go to pre-order, you're not actually pre-ordering, you're actually trying to get a chance of doing the lottery to then possibly pre-order the system. So it could be genuinely several months. If there's not enough multi-language models, it could be several months before I even get a chance to buy a Switch 2. So we might be stuck with Switch content on the site for a little while. See, I got Deltarune on my Switch. I just haven't. As soon as I heard that it wasn't a full story, that's in parts, I was like, I might as well just play it in parts. So I wait for the whole story. So I assumed it was coming fairly quickly, and I was wrong. So I might actually go into Deltarune at some point and start playing it. Well, I'm going to let you guys chat for a little bit. I'm going to start this demo, because after all, that is what well, quote unquote, we're here for, but you know what I'm saying. It may cut out, it may say no signal, that's just going to be a resolution change. So, let me go full screen, that one, and let me start it. Well, that's good to know, Sixes. Always wonder if it's going to be like an episode, kind of like a story-based game, or if it's got actual standalone or what. Yeah, I did see. No, I haven't seen the roster. I've watched the trailer, and it's unclear from the trailer if, like, the Moo Moo Cow is actually a character or a costume. So I'm going to have to check a bit later to see if they cleared up what's what. I'm just going to leave on this screen for a little bit to see if there's a trailer. Sometime, well, most games at this time period would have a trailer on the home screen. Just usually just had to let the home menu appear. I was out and about paying bills at a convenience store. There's a new monster flavour here in Japan. Zero sugar, and it's called Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. You know what? It isn't half bad. I'm always up for trying new flavours, and this one, it does have a red grapefruit kind of flavour to it, but it's not overly strong. I was kind of worried. Sometimes the grapefruit and red or blood orange stuff, you get quite powerful ones, but no, that's pretty tasty. Dug some sunshine. OMB, oh my bomb. Yeah, it is a big roster, it really is. I'll have to check to see who's done gone through the training and a fine tooth comb to get all the characters from it. Well, it'll be interesting to see how customizable the carts are themselves. If the carts are transforming to boats and whatnot, then and planes, does that limit the amount of customization options we are going to have? Like, is it just perhaps only going to be colour? With Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you can change parts, and the parts change the statistics of your cart. I'm wondering if the carts are more static, and it's more down to each player or each character, and each character's customizations change the cart instead. This background's changed. I don't know if you've noticed, but the stars have been rolling. And now we've got a space station and debris field. At the beginning, it started off as just a piece of machinery just flew past. Then there's space, then we've got this scene. Well, I'm going to hit start. Oh, we can do Japanese voice on this. What do I get? I get no choices. Official mode, original mode. Original mode might be game story, and official mode might be universe story. The Gundam universe. And I've got no options either, I can just do this. Hiro Yui. I think if you guys were around in the 90s when Gundam Wing was big on TV. Was it 90s or early 2000s? Gundam Wing was my first Gundam TV show. So Hiro Yui is the character I know. Well, let's see. Okay then. I'll have to change him to English. I only remember his English voice. I've only played this game on 360, so I don't know how well the PS3 version holds up. I think I played the first couple of games on 360. I think there's at least 3, maybe 4 of these on PS3. I don't know about that, Snow Wolf. It felt like Nintendo had they had a couple of big hitters like Donkey Kong, Kirby, and Mario Kart, but they also had big upgrades to games as well. So I'm wondering, like Nintendo probably did spread themselves quite thin, and don't forget they still got like Tomodachi and Metroid as well coming out across both platforms. Don't know. I was surprised how many games Nintendo had, and as we know, the Switch games already in development as well. I was satisfied with it, if I'm honest. Yes, Snow. I remembered someone had brought it up. Dynasty Warriors Zelda. It's the one Mario Party Jamboree TV, isn't it? Or something that upgrade. I can believe that. It did feel very much like a Connect mini game. Honestly, Sixes, one of the things that surprised me, got me still excited, was Amiibo. They revealed some Street Fighter Amiibo, and afterwards they revealed more Zelda Amiibos. The Amiibo kind of died down, and the fact that they're going into a new generation, and there are 2 games releasing, what was it, 7 or 8 Amiibo between them? I was like, huh, Amiibo's still here, this is interesting. And it'd be nice to see if they're going to upgrade it. I think someone has said that the Zelda Amiibo are backwards compatible with Switch 1 and both Zelda games. One of the Amiibo, someone said, releases a glider, or a unique glider. But other than that, I shouldn't think the Street Fighter ones are going to be backwards compatible, because Street Fighter is only on Switch 2. So yeah, I'm really intrigued by the whole Amiibo still being a thing and whether or not they're going to do anything with it. GameCube Online. Yeah, the online aspect of GameCube did surprise me a little bit. The GameCube itself being there was not a surprise. GameCube was the first console I ever bought with my own money. So I do have a soft spot for GameCube, and I'm pretty sure I might still even have it in England. I don't know, I got a decent selection of Amiibo. I probably got 2/3 of the Amiibo. I do have Yarn, Yoshi, and the Yarn dog as well. I just like them. I got Detective Pikachu as well. That's a good one. Yes, no. If the Pokemon in the GameCube trailer did catch my eye as well. They're both games I had but never finished. I didn't see that, Snow Wolf. Oh, that's cool. So I might have the Woolly World Amiibo, but I've never played the game. It's like Yoshi's Yarn or whatever. Kirby's Kirby Yarn game I never played either. I'll be honest. Near the end, when we had Kirby's star appear, I thought, oh, Kirby. But then my mind went, wait, there's never been a Kirby at a platform launch. What if this was the Smash Brothers reveal? Because, yeah, there's never been a mainline Kirby game at the beginning, so it's like, wait, what could this actually be? And then it was Kirby's Air Ride, but it's Sakurai as well, so it's like, huh, the guy behind Smash Brothers has gone back to one of his early games. A part of me did think when we saw those Kirby creatures in their carts that they were going to join Mario Kart, and Mario Kart was going to become like a Smash Brothers event with characters from other games being announced for it. But no, it was Kirby's Air Ride. Any of you interested in that Bloodborne looking game? Okay, so my character is right side in the middle. And we got to survive. So we're going to go up into the red section to start taking on the enemy. Yeah, it's not really my style either. Yeah, there it is, wings in a row. Well, my attacks are simple, thank goodness for that. Well, I'm going to start this mission. Apologies if I'm not in talking with the chat as much. Jump is R1. Alright. Shot is triangle. I don't know who Dragon Dash is, Snowwolf. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure I know who Gino is, or Geno. I keep thinking it's that Pinocchio looking thing from Super Mario RPG. Ah, I did know him. Got the sound effects of the Gundams. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, okay. Oh no! The controls are backwards. Camera controls. Feels kind of quaint how few enemies are on the screen. But dismemberment seems kind of cool. Taking limbs off. Heads. Oh man, this camera control is doing my head in. Can I change it? It doesn't look like it. Balls. Oh, lock on. How do I lock on? I don't remember. The gun is so pathetic. I must admit, that basketball game, whilst it's nice to see different styles of basketball and whatnot, it did feel like the reveal was a little bit boring. Like, there was no intensity to the action. It was almost like it felt just a tad too slow. So also it looked fun to play. I don't know, just it's not one that's on my to play list. It would have been interesting if they had perhaps done it as perhaps a Mario basketball game and used it as a mode in that. Then you could have had a lot more arcadey gameplay with it. I'm going to go up. Wait, he said to go south, didn't they? So I'll go south. Leave me alone. Ooh, way this way. Oh, damn. I know this is a fairly simple hack and slash demo, and I would happily play this listening to a podcast, but there's something kind of satisfying about this, actually. Perhaps it's a hint of nostalgia, because like I said, I've done the 360. I didn't get all the trophies in that 360 version, but I have finished it. Sure I have. Trying to learn the button combos to do the cool gun stuff, because you just press triangle and it's really pathetic, almost like machine guns, not big lasers. I saw the Hyrule's comment. It's by the same people. So Dynasty Warriors is definitely a thing. And themed Dynasty Warriors games, this might be one of the more famous ones from before the Wii U. But there's been like Berserk, there's been Dragon Quest, so it's not unheard of for themed Dynasty Warriors games from the developers behind the series. The genre is called Musou, and it has a long history. The Dynasty Warriors 3DS, it's meant to be decent if you have the new 3DS, but if you don't, probably best avoided. So you guys, it's interesting because I got Like, I know Dynasty Warriors way back in like PS2 era. So if you guys having like Hyrule Warriors as your sort of entry point, it's kind of interesting because for me that was like the fun take on it. But yeah, it is surprisingly relaxing. I'm not even listening to the story or reading it. Not because I played it before, but it's not really important. So I have genuinely thought about getting the Japanese versions of this just for playing. But now if I can get this in English, I'd be happy to sit down and just play with this. One cut from every game sounds interesting. Definitely something I would have done if I was at university. My Mario Kart, my first one, was the Game Boy Advance. That was always my favourite. Double Dash wasn't bad. I'm going to go this way. I hope that the lava doesn't cut me off. Haha. Let's get in this zone and take it. Damn, this boss character is actually pretty good. Nintendo Switch Online has the SNES, N64 and GBA Mario Karts, but it doesn't have DS or any of the others, does it? So good luck with that. You must have all the consoles to do something like that. That's kind of cool. My God, and we got it. So my health is not particularly great in this game. I had difficulty with the... There we go, finally got her. Alright, let's go up. Oh, maybe we can't. There's lava there. Damn, gotta go back. Miliardo, I remember him. Alright, let's get to this field so I can take it. want me to intercept him? It's nowhere near me. I'm gonna have to go this way around. Anyway. "400 enemies gone." Haha. Why do they want me to intercept him? I'm trying to do this stuff as well. Got these damn guards. I'm actually a little bit in trouble here. I do have some health. Got it. Alright, I gotta go up and intercept. There he is. He's already here. Oh, damn. Hit me really hard. Oof. I'm being smacked about here. Oh, good. Armor. Got it back. He's having trouble. Everyone's having trouble. Damn it. I remember Miliardo now because of that whip sword. I remember. Pretty sure I used that. Jared's having trouble, I'm having trouble. No one, can't you guys do it without my help? Damn it. Let me go. Oh, they're my team. Alright, where is he? It's Miliardo, there he is. Ah, his health's low. My health's just as low. Come on. Stay down. What are you using to defend yourself? What's block in this game? Oh, this is so tight. The health. No, am I down? Ah, balls. It's like I remember this being a pain when I played this on 360. Yeah. Sorry, chat. Just I read and catch up what you guys have written. See that? Kids Treasure Game is when the stream stopped. But now I must admit I didn't think that. But it's fun that you guys are getting ads for the games I'm playing. Yes, Google knows. It's listening. Must admit, I have not played Brawl Stars. I've only done Squad Busters. And honestly, a part of me doesn't want to try I feel like having one of those games is more than enough. So I don't doubt Brawl Stars is good. I see when I'm on the train commuting that kids and adults are playing Brawl Stars more than Squad Busters. But I don't have enough time in the day to play all these games, so I'm going to limit myself to just Squad Busters for now. So I'm going to do this demo again. I'm going to do it in English. Now I know which character we're using. And it's a character from anime, I guess from the cartoon I suppose. That English voice acting would probably work better. More nostalgic. I can totally understand why the European and American demo has Hero Yui. Because that's what we had on TV. Gundam Wing was perhaps the first Gundam to make its way to England. I don't know if you guys ever watched any of the Gundams. Because there was two, I think. There was Gundam Wing, and when that finished, we got the next one. And then we didn't get any more. Well, I don't remember there being any more on TV. But Gundam Wing is the only one I watched. I want to say it came at the same time as Dragon Ball Z did to England, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'll kill you.
Well, let's try this again. Interesting. Gundam is a big thing here in Japan. Not just the TV shows, not just games. There's a whole other series, Robot Wars Tyson or something, that incorporates Gundams, but also robots from other shows. There's also the modelling community. I think it's called Gunpla. Yeah, Snowwolf, your brother definitely probably know about this as well.
The two of you really creamed us Titans in space. What I want to know is why.
Why?
We were the Earth Federation's elite corps, the best of the best. How were you able to take us out so easily?
What is the Earth Federation? What is elite? Titles. No more. Your care for things like that is what makes you weak. The only thing a warrior can rely on in battle is himself.
His name is Master Asia.
Like titles are useless.
Bit on the nose, isn't it?
So, if I'm weak, tell me, what can I do to get stronger? There is one I wish to defeat. To do so, I'm willing to forget my titles and train.
It seems you're serious. Very well. Follow me. You may become strong yet. But if I find you unworthy, I won't hesitate to leave you behind. Remember that. You circle around from the east. Hero and I will approach the center from the west. Understood?
My mission is only to stop this planet from falling to Earth. What you two do is not my concern.
See, the voice of Hero Yui is not ringing any bells, but the kind of like disdain does feel accurate.
I'm offering you my help. I'm the one who gave you information about how destroying the underground mobile suits may stop the planet.
Yeah, go for the Brella Snowwolf.
I'll accept your information.
The recycled Brella Mark II is also pretty good. But when it comes to Grisco's, his sort of shotgun umbrella is It has no shield whatsoever. It's all just shotgun power, and I really appreciate that. It's also really quick firing. Is that gotta be L1 is the guard? Damn, pressing every button but L1. It's always the way. Jump button doesn't seem to do anything. So it must have been the L1.
Outnumbered. What do you propose? Wait!
Combat level. Target confirmed. Commence destruction.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when it comes to this cinematic stuff, it really does pull in. It's definitely not 1080p.
Be a fool. Is your life
There's black bars everywhere.
Life is cheap. Especially mine. Commencing immediate attack on the target. I can handle
So I'm
this
wondering
mission on my own.
if the cutscenes are like even 480p, and this battle stuff is 720, I think.
Master will not tolerate failure.
Ooh, L1 also spins the camera. Damn, I should have used them much more. Let my teammate deal with these stragglers. I'm going after. It wouldn't surprise me if that name's been used across other platforms.
Without a strategy, you're bound to lose. You have to start by smashing through the enemy field. Show me what you've got.
Complains I don't have a strategy, then tells me just to go ahead and smash.
Well done. Never forget the basic tactics. Let's give them the old 1-2. I'll circle north, you hit the south.
Mission acknowledged.
Alright, let's head south then, where he wants me to.
This kid may have his uses after all.
My dash is so short. Okay, now I know about strafing. Hopefully I should be able to... Oh man, you go so slow when you strafe. Yeah, in Splatoon 3, when there's a long wait, it's always a bit disconcerting because it's so not normal, so untypical of the game. You always wonder, is that a disconnection? Is what's happening with it? But I've actually had it quite often. Just it's like someone's just took a little longer to load, or internet connection's a little unstable. But it usually does take me straight to the game. What do you guys in the chat think about the Switch camera? Is it something that you guys are going to look to get? I've bought the PS3 camera, I bought the
This kid may have his
360
uses after all.
camera, and
Basic strategy understood.
I bought the PS4 camera. But this is the first camera I was like, I don't think I actually want this.
Remember that.
They must be mad attacking with so few units.
More reinforcements? Target locked on.
It's 200 down. Yeah, I can understand with the now video camera out options of the Switch 2. If you're streaming it, it is certainly an option for you. What I found interesting is during the presentation, when they were talking about the USB-C ports, they never said Nintendo Switch camera. They called it a USB camera. So I'm wondering if the Switch is actually compatible with other cameras. I'm sure that'll be something that people will test out on it. Yes, 300 destroyed, kicking butt.
This kid may have his uses after all.
Mission complete. All enemies confirmed eliminated.
I must admit, from what my prediction was going into that presentation. Ooh, I can transform, double press. Huh. I was expecting more showcase of the mice control. And we had in chat yesterday, like, Mario Party, not Mario Party, sorry, Mario Paint. And I brought up the 10 cats and dogs. I was genuinely surprised that we didn't have anything. It was down to, like, I know Civilization 7 brought up their mouse controls, and they had that basketball game that takes advantage of them, but yeah, genuinely I was kind of surprised how little focus and emphasis they put on it. Finally defeated Peru much quicker than last time.
Enemy strength reduced. Continuing mission.
You're not bad.
I don't know what you're planning, but I'm not handing this planet over to you.
Yeah, Miyado's here. Okay. Now I'm going to the next.
You knew I was a Titan. What were you thinking?
Enemy stronghold successfully captured. Moving to next mission area.
Alright. This is where I died last time, so I'm hoping to do better.
Small fries like these aren't even a good warm-up.
This kid may have his uses after all.
They're repeating commentary now. Sorry chat, it's getting a little intense, so I'll come back to you guys in a bit. Damn it. It's like little pot shots taken at me and it's knocking me back. Nice. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I managed to jump over the enemy.
It's been a while. What are you?
Not that time though.
I don't answer to anyone.
Come on, I'm using the Strife. Let me go.
Especially you.
One of the big ones defeated.
Mission complete. All enemies confirmed eliminated.
Damn it, I'm doing worse this time.
Commence destruction.
Alright, we've got the field. I might have to run away.
This kid may have his uses after all.
And go to the next field. So if they're chasing after me, nope. Miado conquered it already. I can't run away. Damn.
Commence destruction.
Okay, I need to. Damn, he's left the combat field. Here's he. He has. He's going after the other points that we've taken. Damn. Get back here.
Commence destruction.
Ooh. We actually took him out.
What's the matter? Is that the best you can do? The Gundam pilot's good. I've got to fall back.
Oh no.
Doesn't mean
Defeat him that time and not last time.
fights and runs away. We'll meet again, hero.
Wait, Zex!
Right, I gotta defeat this guy again. This whole area.
What happened to everyone? They've been killed?
Oh, thank goodness my health is recharged.
I'll take you all on!
You shall die here and become fuel for my power.
Alright. Making progress. Damn, we lost the southern point. I
Knew I was a Titan.
got that.
What were you thinking?
It's asking me to go towards the middle. I'm gonna have to ignore it. So the health of this field is not full. Someone on my team was here. Again, sorry chat. I'm surprisingly invested in this. I can't. I don't want to pause. I want to.
You are skilled. You
I
shall
want to focus on this. Ah, Master Asia's here.
Now you're mine!
This is nothing.
Come on, Master Asia. We can take this guy. Both of us. Oh, what's that connection? Ah, damn it.
Small fries like these aren't even a good warm-up.
Screw you. Ah, damn it. Master Asia punted him away from me. Ah.
I can't believe I'm breaking a sweat.
Alright, let's try this again. See, it's game over if both of us or one of us gets knocked out.
You watch your mouth, boy.
Yes, there we go.
Mission complete. All enemies confirmed eliminated.
Apart from all these ones with the red health bar on them.
This kid may have his uses after all.
Alright, let's destroy this. Oh, it's just a gate.
I won't let you go.
$400? Bah. I'm going up to 600. There we go. 600 enemies down. That's a proper Gundam score.
Complete. All enemies confirmed eliminated.
Must admit, it's a little disappointing there's not a wider range of combos. But I'm pretty sure this game's upgrade system would alleviate that. We can, like, pilots going up, Gundams leveled up as well. Oh, I got the big bad Gundams on the screen now. Yes, he fell for it. I got my teammates here as well. Marseille just joined me. He's got infinite guard. Alright. I wish this camera was better, I'll tell you that much. Oof. Screw it. I'll take these guys out because we might be able to get some health for like that SP. Oh, nearly got him. Yes, Musha Gundam's down.
What the? No reaction? What is this?
It's just a doll. Of course it's not going to react. In any case, it looks like we're not leaving this planet anytime soon.
Hiroyu. Alright, chat. Let me see why. Why you've been talking a lot. L1 at the self-destruct. Not quite. April 5th and 6th. Okay, it's a couple of days. See, I like the Recycle Brella Mark II more than the original. I must admit, the Pro Controller for the Switch 2 looks really nice. I kind of like that black and white two-tone look to the back of it. And it just looks ever so slightly more ergonomic. So I appreciate they haven't tried to completely redesign the Pro Controller. So out of all the accessories revealed, the Pro Controller is the one I'm most interested in. RTX Breath of the Wild. Snowwolf, I think you might be a little mistaken. They talked about HDR. unless there's a press release that I missed in the trailer that I saw, there was no talk about RTX. There's no confirmation that the Switch 2 has any ray tracing, but it's more likely that you saw something about HDR there. Yeah, the increased resolution is cool, but don't think that Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom are going to have 4K. You got to be careful. The Switch 2, there was like a fine print in one of the videos I saw. It said that the Switch 2 can output 1080p at 4K. So it's likely that the Switch 2 might be just simply upscaling the picture to 4K. So I don't know if Zelda itself, especially the first one, would have 4K. It's quite possible the second one, Tears of the Kingdom, might, because of how long it was in development. When it was in development, there's a good chance that the Switch 2 was already in development as well, so they might have 4K assets for that game. I don't think that they would for Breath of the Wild because it's a Wii U game. So the Switch 2 can upscale to 4K, but that doesn't mean every game's going to have 4K. Let's have a look what else you got in the chat here. Looks like you're having quite a successful time in Splatoon, that's cool. Gold banners in Splatoon, yeah, you get them in Salmon Run. It's 333 gold jellies each, I think. I have caught up with the chat. Do you guys want to talk about anything else about the Switch 2 reveal? Because we've kind of done the demo now. Must admit, after playing this demo, you kind of really get an example of what the game actually is, and I wouldn't say no to getting this game again and playing it one more time. It's I'm pretty sure this one doesn't have trophies, but I think 2 and 3 do. It could be why I played it on 360 was just for the achievement points. I'm pretty sure this one doesn't have trophy support, but I think the others do. Ah, the 3D Donkey Kong. The redesign of Donkey Kong takes a while to get used to. Having grown up with Donkey Kong looking the same way since the 90s, basically, it is taking a little bit of time to adjust to it. The destructible 3D environments, it's cool tech, but Donkey Kong wasn't the character I would have associated with that. I don't associate Donkey Kong with being destructive. If it was a Mario costume, then you'd perhaps understand. If it was a Bowser game, or that DDD from Kirby, then I would understand. But having Donkey Kong being so destructive is a little weird. So for me, it looks weird, plays weird, and there was no real hint of story. It's just, why is Donkey Kong working in the mines? And who's that character with him? I don't know. I don't think the trailer was the best trailer for that game. So I would actually be more curious about Kirby than I would be about Donkey Kong, because at least Kirby Air Ride's a sequel. I don't think there's any other real big games from that. I mean, what do you guys think of that Donkey Kong? It looks different than other Donkey Kongs. It plays different than other Donkey Kongs. Is that something you're excited in? I don't know how it is like Donkey Kong 64, because in Donkey Kong 64 you're collecting a lot of items, but it's not open world. Whereas this one, I thought someone said it's well, it could be more just large stages, but I don't know. I don't know if I. It's like saying Mario Odyssey is like Mario 64. Because they're both open world and you have 3D stages to move around. Honestly, if I want the Switch 2 just so I can get a Pokemon game that runs properly. I mean, the difference between Banjo and Donkey Kong 64 is that Banjo stages were much narrower, much smaller in scope, but had more like hidden areas and a bit more verticality about them. If it was, it's the, what I would be interested in is how they limit the player. What's the excuse for limiting the player's ability to dig everywhere and everything? That would be what I would like to know. I think a demo for that Donkey Kong game would be really interesting. And I'll definitely, if there was a demo for it, and I had the Switch 2, I'd definitely get it. It's coming out in July, I think they said, so it's not quite launch, but it's launch window. I mean, you'll have to pay for the new Mario Party stuff on the Jamboree update. Seems to be. Will I be watching Treehouse Live? Honestly, I've not really thought about it. Out of like, the Switch 2 hardware was impressive. The games are cool, but there's no launch game that really screams out to me, buy me. Like Breath of the Wild was like the launch game I bought for Switch, because just look at it, it was so beautiful, so fantastic. And I might have told you guys this before, I got the Switch just before I went to a city called Nagano, and I took a night bus to it. So on the bus I was playing Zelda, and I literally had a group of people on the bus watching me play, because they'd never seen anything like this handheld. So from the games, I was looking for this, I was trying to find a game that was like, wow. And in the end, it was just like, wow, I can play Zelda in HDR, or wow, I can play Pokemon at a decent frame rate. It was all about the old stuff working better. Out of all the new games released, not really interested in Kirby, not interested in Donkey Kong, not interested in that basketball game. Perhaps Metroid is the game I want for Switch. But again, that's more of a nostalgia play, because I played Metroid on GameCube. It was the game I bought with my GameCube. So I had the Metroid edition. So I had that disc at the top. My box came with a Metroid disc that went in and replaced the GameCube. So is Metroid the launch game I want, or is Metroid the nostalgic game I want? And then there's Mario Kart, and it offers a lot of things I don't want in Mario Kart. The kart changing to boats and planes, done that before. Sonic Racing Transformed, fine, nothing new there. Cars bouncing off walls, fine. Cars grinding, done that before. Nintendo Disney Speedstorm, sorry. Open world, done that before in Forza and Burnout, and didn't really enjoy that experience. And people were talking about like it's like Outrun as well, an even older game. So when I look at Mario Kart, it's like there's the kart racing, and all the new stuff they've added doesn't really interest me because I've done it all before. I guess being an older gamer with a lot more experience in playing all these games and where all these ideas originally came from, I look at Mario Kart and I was hoping for like Mario Kart is a very unique experience. There's not many games that specifically like Mario Kart. And to see Mario Kart try to be like all the other games was kind of disappointing, because Mario Kart itself is such a unique experience. So, I was kind of not thrilled by it. It looks great, more characters is great, more competitors is great, bigger course is great, and then they just kept going with open world and grinding, and this is like, other games have done this better or looked better, So I can understand why people are excited by it. More Mario Kart's probably a good thing, but I don't know. I genuinely look at all these launch games for it, and it's Metroid. It's the only launch game I want. Yeah, more courses would be nice, I suppose. Yeah, I grew up playing Diddy Kong Racing. My sister had it on the N64, so we've done that. And honestly, the worst part of Diddy Kong Racing was getting from stage to stage. It was always tedious having to drive around to get to the next race. It really was. That's the thing both me and my sister both hated about that game. There were some things to find in the world, yeah, then there were secrets. But we both kind of stopped playing Diddy Kong Racing because we just got fed up driving around everywhere. We just wanted to pick from a list, So yeah, I'm excited for the hardware because the hardware will play old games better. But in terms of new games, and a lot of the ports coming over to it's not surprising. What I did find surprising was there was no Ubisoft games. In that whole trailer, I don't remember ever seeing or hearing anything about a Ubisoft title. So my guess is Ubisoft are going to have their own reveal. Because Ubisoft usually have 4 to 5 games coming out for every game console launch. Yeah, sorry to be the bummer about feeling negative towards the Switch 2 launch. I don't know if I'm worried about it being a Wii U, but genuinely, the Wii U had more Wii U specific games at launch than the Switch 2 does in some respects. Because the Wii U was such different hardware, the software was so different, So I could see what they were aiming for with the Wii U and the dual screen experience. That was easy to see because they showed so much of it. With the Switch 2, where was the HD Rumble stuff? Where was the mouse stuff? Where was Nintendo showcasing what they're going to do with this new tech? So, I don't know. So I'd be a downer about it. Maybe I'll be able to check out some of the other stuff. No, old 3DS and new 3DS both didn't launch with a lot of stuff, and the 3DS nearly failed. Nintendo had to cut the price by like £100 and dollars and whatnot, and then for like me, I bought the 3DS at launch, mostly because my DS or DS Lite, whatever it was also dying. So I was able, my 3DS, because the launch software was so bad, was just a DS player. But then Nintendo dropped the price. Oh no, I had Ridge Racer 3D, and that was cool. But anyway, Nintendo dropped the price and then handed out like, here's 20 games for those of us who bought it early. And those games were never released outside of for us who had the 3DS at launch. Granted, they were old games, but they were really good old games. Like Certificate of Authenticity or something. Certificate of something. I transferred 3DS to new 3DS and I still got that certificate. But no, don't get me wrong, yeah. The 3DS had a poor launch as well, and the new 3DS. But like the DS Lite also had a poor launch. No, in terms of games, the DS Lite had a poor launch, but in terms of hardware, DS Lite sold like gangbusters. Because that camera was such a cool addition. Anyway, we done the demo, played it twice. I think that will do for today. I'm going to try and check out more Switch 2 stuff, check out some more game titles. So hopefully when we come again tomorrow for Squad Busters on phones, we will have maybe more to talk about. Hey, good news for the Splatoon in the chat, yeah. That one. Again, sorry about being downer in the group about the Switch 2. But I guess someone has to. Yeah. So let me just say goodbye to those watching. If you want to see more live streams, if you subscribe on YouTube, you'll get a notification when I am live. And had a bump of subscriptions recently. We're up to 537. So that's fantastic. And honestly, Disney Warriors Gundam, it's not an especially great demo, but it's a good demo, and I'm kinda in the mood for it. It's definitely a podcast kind of game. But if you like Gundam, it's got all the characters, but from past experience, trust me if I say you should perhaps just play Disney Warriors Gundam 2 and 3. It's definitely this is a bit basic, and it looks a bit basic, but it was 2007, it's launch era, especially on 360. I see you guys in the chat. No, I haven't really thought about it too much. Well, no, there was something. Why did I, apart from going into OBS and doubling the frame rate to 60 and upgrading the audio, I haven't really done much since the 500. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys, chat, for hanging out as always. And yeah, tomorrow's live stream should be Squad Busters. I'm not going to guarantee 5:45 Japan time starts, but 5:45 to 6 is when we'll definitely go live. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, take care until I see you next time. Goodbye.